Hey there, welcome to my channel. I'm Kim at Stamp with Kimberly. Today I have a really fun, cute project for you that is a little flip top box. And it opens up and it's got these little Valentine, little Debbie cupcakes in there. And we are going to make this today. I am using the Made with Love designer paper. So if you haven't seen this yet, there's lots of different shades and patterns, pinks and reds, and lots of different designs. And then they're all double-sided, so you can get lots of use out of this paper pack. It is not just for Valentine's Day. When I first seen this one, I was actually thinking Christmas candy canes. So use your imagination and you can use this. There's solids on one side and lots of different patterns. You got some polka dots. So that is what we're using today, is the Made with Love. I'm also bringing in a stamp set that is a retired stamp set. I could have used the Valentine Kisses. This is an adorable new set by Stampin' Up. So it's got the cute little bears on it. This is always an option. What I am bringing in is Hugs for Love. Now this is a retired stamp set, but the punch is still available. So To the Point punch goes with it, or it went with it. So I'm bringing in this set today, and this is what we're using. If you don't have that set and you don't have the new ones, there's also Hearts of Elegance, Heartfelt. This is a retired, these are all retired ones, and Sweet Conversation. So I had lots of Valentine stamp sets, and so I just got the bears because I thought they were super cute, but I didn't get the other Valentine set. So use what you have. Like I said, I am using Hugs for Love today. Okay, what we want to do first, I am going to bring in a scrap piece of white paper, and I am using Flirty Flamingo and Real Red. And we are going to do a little bit of stamping first. I am bringing in the frame out of this set, and it's got little hearts on it, so I'm going to stamp this one in the Real Red. Then I have the sentiment, You Make Me Smile, and that is out of that set as well. Here, I'll bring it in so you can see. Right there. So I'm going to stamp this in Flirty Flamingo right here in the center. And then I have these cute little hearts. They're multiple hearts. We're actually using both of these. So I'm going to use the multiple hearts in Real Red, and we're going to stamp those right here in the center. Can't have too many hearts, right? And I'm also bringing in this line of hearts, and we're going to stamp these right up here at the top, just like that. Okay, so then I have one more heart that I need to stamp here, and we're going to have to fussy cut that one out, but it's just a heart. It won't be a problem. Cuts out really easy. And then I have another piece. I'm bringing in this piece. It's from Textured Notes, and it's got a little bit of design on the outside of it. So this is going to go on the inside of our box. So what I want to do is I'm going to stamp Happy Valentine's Day. And I'm going to put this in Real Red. And then I'm going to bring in that other heart that's got the little lines on it here. And I'm going to stamp that one in Flirty Flamingo, just like that. Okay. So that is all of the stamping that we need to do for this project. So I'm going to bring this in and my punch, and we are just going to pop this out here, just like that. And then this heart, I need to do a little bit of fussy cutting on. So if you're not a fussy cutter, it'll be okay if you have a heart punch. I have a few other heart punches here that you could always just punch out another heart in a different color and use that instead. Or if you have one of the other sets that has coordinating dies with it, you could always use those. I'm just going to cut this out just like that real quick. Okay, so we have all those pieces done. So what I want to do is I'm going to bring in my scoreboard. Move these before I lose them. So I'm going to start with a piece of real red. This is 9.5 by 8. Okay, so I need to do a little bit of scoring on it. Make sure you guys are in frame there. So I want to start on the 9.5 inch side, and I am going to score this at 1.5, at 4 1/4, at 5 3/4, and at 8.5. Okay, then I'm going to turn it and I'm going to score it at 1.5 and at 6.5. And that is all of the scoring we need to do. So this little box is really cute if you have kids still in school and they need to make little treat holders for their friends, or maybe as a teacher gift. This would be a perfect teacher gift. Put little goodies inside, or maybe a gift card or something. So we're going to just do that, and then we're going to bring in a pair of scissors. So you have, if you look at this, you have a short end here, and then you have a longer piece here. So if we start on the short end, we are going to just cut off this first piece right here. So this is more of the rectangle. These are more square and these are more rectangle. So we're just going to take both of these pieces and we're going to cut them right off. Okay, and then we're just going to continue cutting up our score lines here. Now on the small ones, you want to take and notch them because it is a box, it'll make it fold together better. I'm going to do the same thing here. And then turn it around. We'll do the same thing on this side. So when I first created this box, I had it where it was, if you fold it up, you would have to seal it and you could get your goodies out from the end, like this. If I folded all this up, you could either get it from this end or from this end. But then I thought it would be cute to make it where it had a flip on it. So that's how this box is going to be made. So let me get all these scraps out of here. So I have a few pieces of designer paper that I want to bring in. I have 2 pieces of 4 3/4 by 2.5. So where I'm going to put those, like I said, this is doesn't matter which side you use, and it doesn't matter which way you put it. Sometimes when you make a project, you just have to make sure that your design isn't going upside down. So this one, it does not matter. So we're going to put that one there. And put the other one here. Okay, and then I have 2 strips that are 4 3/4 by 1 1/4. So these are going to go on the other strips here. And do that one here. Okay, and then I have 1 piece that is 4 3/4 by 3/4. So what I want to do with this one, I'm going to bring in my corner rounder, and for our flap, I want to round my edges here just to give it a little bit of something. So I'm going to tuck those in and round that. So then I need to bring in my piece of designer paper, and I'm also going to round 2 of these edges as well. So that way, this will fit right here perfect. just like that. Okay, so we have our box here. We're going to fold this up like that. So these sides are going to be showing. So we want to take, because I'm tucking the sides in here. So these sides are going to be shown. So what I want to do is I want to put my last two pieces of designer paper on the sides here. So this is 1 1/4 by 2 1/2. And we're going to put those right here. Okay, so these two here that are the big ones that are left, I also want to take my scissors and I'm just going to notch these as well, because these are going to be the flaps that fold in to our box, and we will make it easier for them to tuck in, just like that. Okay, so now all we need to do is put this together. So we're going to put our glue on our flaps here and fold that up. Do the same on this side here. Okay, and then these two, we're going to put adhesive on these. Now you can use your tear tape if you'd like, or you can use liquid glue, whatever you prefer. And I'm going to fold these in here and do the same on this side. Okay, so now we've created this cute little box. We have our tabs. So we need to put our goodies in there first. So we want to take our little cupcakes here, and we're going to fold those down like that. And then this is our flap. Now you can always take this flap and tie ribbon around your box to hold it together. I am going to take a little piece of Velcro here. So I've already put 2 of these together. So I'm going to take these off. And I'm going to pop it right up here in the center, just like this. Okay, so I have both pieces on there already. That way when I close my box, they will be stuck perfectly where they need to be. Okay. Okay, so now we need to just bring in our decorations here. So what I'm going to do is I have this sweetheart punch. This is a retired punch. There's lots and lots of heart punches. Stampin' Up! Loves hearts. So we usually get a new heart punch usually every year. So this is one that you can use. If you have others, then you can use those. So what I want to do is I'm going to cut out 2 hearts from Flirty Flamingo. So I want 2 of those. And then I'm going to bring in my Bee Builder punch. So there's also a heart on here. This one's kind of a wonky heart. You can use that one if you'd like, but there's also this little one here. So I have some bumblebee, or not bumblebee, this is the bumblebee punch. I have some bubble bath cardstock, and I want to cut out 2 little hearts out of that. And then I have my heart here that I fussy cut. So let's put this together. So I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on my hearts. I'll put them down first. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to bring in some dimensionals. And I'll put some up on this that we stamped here. This box comes together pretty quickly. So you can mass produce these if you have to, if you have a whole bunch you need to make. And I'm also going to pop this one up too, I think. So we'll put a few on here. And we'll pop that one right up here in the front. Okay. And then I have a few of those bubble bath hearts. So I'll put a few little droplets of glue there. And bring in my Take a Pick tool. We'll pop these up here. Just like that. All right. And then I have a few little pieces of sequins. These are sequins I'm just trying to use up. They are the purple adhesive backed sequins. So I'm going to grab a few of these. And we'll just pop some on here. Give it a little bit of bling. And let me see, I'll do one more right here. So there's that. Okay. And then I have this piece right here. We can't forget to decorate the inside. You can always sign this before you attach it to the top here. Put a little note on it. Okay. Let's get these tucked back in. Then I'm going to bring in my bow maker here. Let's make a little bow for the front of it. Okay, just like that. So I'll grab a little glue dot here. And we'll pop this right up on the front, just like that. And there you go. There is your cute little box for your cupcakes. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet and you'd like to see more videos made by me, I usually try to come out with cards and 3D projects. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button or the like button, I'd appreciate that. And I hope you come back and see me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.